Gentrification is a slow growth process. And then learning about the TIF and the 23 years and the 23 years that have passed, and we've been on the losing end of that 23 years with no economic growth. And now the tax monies are to be spent. So it's all one big ball of confusion if you're a layperson and don't understand, how city government and state government works. But I'm working hard to try to understand that because, like I said, I have children in the community and they're vested and involved in things, and I think that they should have a good shot at community development and a good life here in North Lawndale because it's their community.
Now, 16th Street is our great street, or
Yes.
should be our great street.
You're right.
Now, can't we redevelop that area without TIF dollars? Do we need TIF dollars?
Well, I think TIF dollars, it's our money.
Yes.
So why wouldn't we be able to acquire TIF dollars to reinvent what we need if everything else is being reinvented, for our purpose, so to speak. But 16th Street is a very viable part of North Lawndale and should be. And we've asked that it be ethnically historic in its content to reflect our lifestyles and our history here in North Lawndale. And not doing so would be to kind of ignore what a lot of people have strived and died for here in North Lawndale.
So is gentrification or gentrifying North Lawndale a good thing or a bad thing? Because if you're talking about having 16th Street an ethnic and cultural monument.
Right, right. And we think that it would be vital, and we think it would be a good thing. If gentrification is going to be about the community and for the community, we know that there are a lot of irons in the fire when it comes to gentrification in North Lawndale, and we don't have the ingenuity to fight or the money to fight all of that. So we simply ask for things that we want and ready to stand up and explain our part and why we want it, but getting people to listen to our desires, for our community seems to be a hard thing.
But now, in changing the way the income level is in North Lawndale, changing what they call the demographics, is that a good or bad thing? And how do you do that when you've got so many people who have not completed high school?
Well, and that's why the demographics has to be changed. Is because we have so many people here that are uneducated. Our educational system has changed and still changing it. The schools have been changed. The qualifications for everything in North Lawndale has changed.
Right.
And gentrification brings about a change in demographics. And we need to empower and enlighten and educate some of the people here in North Lawndale to be able to do some of that for themselves. Because being uneducated in the educational sense does not make you an illiterate person in the
Right.
sense of community. People have civic and civil engagements here in the community that still make the community a rich place and still can educate other people about their experiences here in North
You're
Lawndale.
absolutely, I totally agree with you. Now, but with the resources that are readily available in some parts of this city for entrepreneurs or people who want to start a company, do we have that in North Lawndale? Or should we have it?
Yeah, it should be here, and I hear that it's here in North Lawndale, with some of the lead agencies, and they reach out and touch people that are working hard or people that know how to engage the system is what we always find. And if you're missing a page on how to engage the system, sometimes you're left off, and I include myself in that, but I don't blame anybody for it. I just keep looking for an avenue to engage this so that I can do what I need to do about my own business and inform other people of how to do that as well.
Okay, as we wrap this up, Ms. Goldsmith, I really enjoyed this, but I hear you're working on a campaign to bring a library to North Lawndale.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that briefly?
Well, actually, the campaign was to bring a regional library to North Lawndale because North Lawndale does have one library, and it's on Homan, 13th and Homan. And it's a very small library, very unaccommodating, for any a stretch of the imagination for the educational benefit of North Lawndale. I mean, from a student's point of view, it doesn't support the schools in North Lawndale with literature and reading materials that's needed to enrich a community. We don't have a community center or a mecca to have township meetings, at one location in North Lawndale. We moved around in North Lawndale, having community meetings from here to there, everywhere, and people are chasing community meetings. And at one time we had the location at 3333, and I hear that's done with. The building was sold. So, and engaging people and having people respond to community growth, I feel like it's necessary to have an educational tool and a growing tool in North Lawndale, and a regional library does exactly that.
Great. Now, if any of our viewers wish to contact you by email, is it okay if you give them?
Sure. My email is Dorothy Goldsmith, DOROTHYGOLD @yahoo.com.
Thank you very much, Ms. Goldsmith.
You're welcome.
Bye.
You're very welcome.
The Roving Reporter signing off.